Satnam, I'm Guru Kirin. Today I'd really love to share with you some history of how this workshop that we'll be sharing soon, called Tantric Numerology and Past Lives, came into being. I was in a coaching, healing, an appointment with Master Yogi Bhajan, and my original reason for going to see him was to get some advice or some divine direction from the Master about how to work with the very crazy relationship that I was in at the time. It was out of control. I didn't know what to do. I really needed help. So I was thinking we would go talk to the Master, and he would talk to me directly and maybe say, hey, this guy's a jerk, get rid of him, which, by the way, he did say later. But at the time, he didn't say a word about that. He totally ignored me. He looked at my relationship at the time and began reading his past lives. And he said, you were a yogi in many lifetimes, but you abused your powers. This is your lifetime to actually make amends and make things better. You took advantage of people, you stole from people, whatever he did, I don't know. But I knew that this person had a lot of potential, one of those potential relationships, but he definitely wasn't experiencing it or expressing it. So Yogi Bhajan said, do your sadhana for the next 2 years, and then all of your petals or lotuses will open up, and everybody you touch will be instantly healed. So I was so impressed, even though a little disappointed that the Master didn't say a word to me, but in the presence of the Master, I had the thought or the prayer, wow, this is so exciting just to be able to read someone's past lives. I wish I could do that. Well, be careful what you wish for in the presence of the Master. So then, as time went on, and I went to many white tantric numerology courses with Yogi Bhajan, and we always had meditations to do afterwards. And as I began doing the meditations, I started receiving transmissions about opening up to reading people's past lives. And it was very interesting. And then I had the thought one day, I wonder if this is real. I wonder if I actually can read somebody's past lives. So I was holding the feet of a friend of mine. It started out like a little bit of massage. We were going to massage each other a little bit, shoulders, feet, and then meditate together. And I was holding her feet, and she was asking me the question, why can't I get paid for what I do? And I was holding her feet, and her feet felt really cold, and I saw this image of her walking on a stone pathway, a cold stone pathway, somewhere in Europe in the Middle Ages, and she was actually a nun in a convent, and she, like this lifetime, was doing healing work. So she would walk from her little cubbyhole on this cold stone pathway, go into a little room in the back of the main building, and there was a room in front where she did her work, and all the townspeople would come and bring gifts, and then they would go around back and she would do healing work for them. So there was coins and chicken soup and freshly made bread and vegetables. But the priest would come in when she was doing the healing work and take all the gifts from the townspeople. So she was actually getting paid for her work in that lifetime, but she just didn't actually get to keep any of it. So then she would go back to her little cold room, her little cell, and have a very sparse meal of porridge or something. So after this past life reading that I spontaneously did for her, her work changed. She started getting lots of clients. She started getting paid really well for what she does, which is still healing work and body work, and the story had a very happy ending. So then I just began experimenting with other people I knew and friends, and I thought, well, I wonder if this is going to keep happening. That was someone that I knew very well. So I kept trying, and it kept happening, so I started realizing this is an important work. This is important to do. It really helps people change deep-seated patterns in a very short time. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about the history, how this came about, and what a blessing it is that we have this technology that happens so quickly to help people transform. See you soon. Sat Nam.